task. So I implemented validation, right? Yes. Okay, what I should do next? I should check age. Public boolean. Нет, no. Public static void is age in valid range, and we pass user again, and actually I am just thought if it will be more nice, it will be more suitable to throw exception in a method which will call all the validations. Okay, I'll think about it. So if if user get age less than 18, or user get age more than 100, throw new invalid user exception. User's age must be between 80 and 100 ages. Yes. Yeah, okay, and else. And else so okay, let's add an exception to method signature, right? Okay, and everything is good now, even if not dry. And the next one, I need to validate public void. Actually return false. Can I boolean else return false. Else return true. So if this or this okay, let's name it will be let's add a scope if not wrong else if okay, let's say this and maybe this why if okay and what's wrong here? So if return false, okay, is boolean and return false else okay, let me let it else return true. And next one is to validate is email valid user public static void, okay, user and okay, it looks it was an issue with curly braces everywhere. Is name valid? Yes. Is age valid? Okay. And public okay, yes. Сейчас песик. Okay, let me just take email validation from a home task. I remember it was somewhere here in tests on code where we wrote And it's a phone number, and I remember it was email somewhere here. Yes. Okay, just copy paste, return user get email, and the same here, user get email. And what's wrong here? Yes, of course I need a boolean return. Okay, so I avoided throws exceptions here. And actually I'm not sure I need I'm going to design a method which will call all these validations and throw an exception, and actually I think it will be correct to change modifiers of all these methods to private later. So let's start public. Validation enabled. Public static void validate user, and let's take user as an argument here. And so if so is validation enabled is false, validation isn't accessible at the moment. Accessible at the moment. Turn it on or try it out later. Okay, if and I'm going to check all these booleans here. So like if not any of is age invalid range, user and not is email valid for user actually user and not is name valid user. In this case, we what's wrong with user here, my dear friend? Okay, maybe I need to use extra like and actually everything is kind of simpler here. I just okay, and throw new get user validation accepted users data is not valid, validation failed. Or also okay, else if and else put was user was validated. Congratulations. Okay, validate user. So first we check is validation enabled, and if it's not, we print out this, and else if okay. Okay, let's start from creating a user as a new user. So okay, let's create user with invalid age 10 and main собака gmail.com. main valid email собака gmail.com, and the problem is because I and so it's age, so email and a name. Valid name. Okay, and let's create user with invalid age and the user with this invalid name. So age, I'm going to check invalid name. I'm going to check all the corner cases later in unit tests. So user with invalid name. Oh, invalid what? Email. Okay, 25. Invalid email and valid name. Okay, and let's, is validation enabled? Did I create a method to turn on validation? Yes, I forgot to create this method. Okay, let's make it public. Static void void enable validation, and is validation enabled true, and let's also print it out. Validation is active. And let's print it out. Salt. And validation, enable validation, right? Okay, and actually let's create another one, user, valid user, and as a new user 25, and change valid email and a valid name. 25 valid email, valid name. Okay, and let's first call validate user. Validate user, valid user. What's wrong here? That what's wrong here? Actually, exception to method signature. Okay, I can add. It's okay. And okay, let me check. Yeah. Okay, at least happy past works. let's print out an empty lane and validate user, and let's validate user with invalid age, and so let's check our with invalid name and age and email. Okay, let's run. Okay, so I need to try catch. Yes. Okay, user and validate exception. Okay, so let's make it try and catch invalid user exception, and use and no, but use a valid name and actually no, I think I can can I add this here? Try catch. Invalid user exception. Oh. Let's start from here and actually maybe finish here, user exception, and there exception. So try and then catch. Maybe I need to move catch like no, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, let's try here and catch. Yes, and it's good now. validate user. Let's okay, it throws, but we handle it. Okay, let's remove all this. Actually, it should work just fine as for me. I hope at least. So yes, right. So first, what did I do first? I created I check if is validation enabled. Enable validation, and let's also create disable validation as well. Disable validation. False action is has been deactivated. Okay, and let me also check create disable validation and validation disabled and validate user valid user. And sorry, what's with invalid age, email, and all this stuff, so exception, and sorry, is validation enabled? What I am if is validation enabled? Return false. Actually, I turned. It looks like I turned on validation here. And actually the okay, let's so what did I do here? Let's check one more time. So I created a valid user, 4 users, right? Right, and then I print out if validation enabled, and then I enable validation. Then I enable validation, validate. So it looks it's incorrect. So I made a mistake here with fucking curly braces, right? Right. Actually, maybe I make break. Let's um, if and break. Oh. So first is try. First, let's get rid of these kind of needless exceptions. Okay, and actually it looks like it should work just fine. Validated, okay, and then exception user wasn't validated. Check users data. And it's still a question why there is 3 exceptions. Now I throw exception for all this. Because actually, yeah, that's right, because I tried it for 3 times, right? So okay, if I'll make something like this. Actually, it would be nice to make something like a chaining exception, but I don't want to. Data plus yeah, get message. Let's try it out. Again. Okay, let's stop on it. Actually, I'm still thinking about providing more meaningful exception message, so I'll probably check on message chaining, but let's call it a day for now.